Your presence makes them uncomfortable. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, this video is going to be based upon all the reasons of why your presence makes them uncomfortable. Now, if you're watching this video, you're watching it for a very specific and special reason. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to the very end of this video, and y'all make sure y'all share this video as well, all right? Now, we're going to go ahead and get directly into it, family, because your presence makes them uncomfortable. You probably noticed this at your job. Yes, sir. You probably noticed this at your school. Yes, sir. You probably noticed it anywhere you go. Whenever you walk into a room, you feel things begin to change. That's because your presence makes them uncomfortable, all right? Now, the first reason of why your presence makes them uncomfortable is going to be this, chosen ones. Your presence demands respect. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, your presence demands respect. See, it ain't nothing like a person who stand on business, right? Without the violence. It ain't nothing like a person, who mean what they say and say what they mean. Word is bond. It ain't nothing like a person, whenever they walk into a room, they're not behaving a certain way to where you even think that you can play with them. Somebody drop in the comments and say, don't play with me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, don't play with me. See, when your presence demands respect, people got to approach you differently. Yeah, they got to talk to you differently. They better talk to you nice. They got to holler at you differently, okay? See, the thing is, when you have that type of aura about yourself, they already can tell it. They seen it a mile away. See, we as human beings are very smart. We know who we can try like that, and we know who we can't. We know who we can play with like that, and we know who we can't. And you, my friend, is the one that they can't. Understand something. Your presence makes them uncomfortable, okay? And a clear indication of that is because your presence demands respect. Let me say this too, y'all. The people, who come in, they real childish. They always laughing. And maybe this person been practicing kickboxing for years. Maybe this individual, a professional boxer. But if they play so much and they got that, for my men, that feminine energy, right? And then for my ladies who are just overly friendly, they're going to tend to play with you, right? But see, when you have that, I'm not going to say masculine ladies, but, when you have that type of energy or aura to where you ain't the one to be messed with, they won't mess with you. Okay, your presence would then make them uncomfortable. For my guys, if you got that masculine energy, that masculine frame, guess what, y'all? They're not going to mess with you like that. Why? Your presence is going to make them uncomfortable because your presence demands respect. Okay, so understand that, y'all. When you stand on business, they have no choice but to respect you. Your presence makes them uncomfortable. And once again, the clear indication of that, y'all, is going to be because your presence demands respect. Understand that, y'all. All right. Moving on to the next one. Number 2, you can shift the mood of any room. Okay. Let me say it once again, y'all. Louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you can shift the mood of any room. Okay. Yeah, when you walk inside your job, how everybody turn their head and they looking towards you. Like whenever you walk into your job, people start talking. But then it's like people was talking at one point, but then they start talking towards you, right? It's just like your energy is so massive to where you make a complete change. You make a complete and obvious statement without even having to say anything. It's like you don't really have to say much. Okay? Understand what I'm saying, y'all. You can shift the mood of any room. It's almost like when you're not there, people notice it, right? And then when you are there, people notice it. But see, everybody don't possess that same type of power that you have. Everybody don't possess that same type of energy that you have. Everybody don't possess that. See, you got some people who can leave a room and they won't even know they're gone, right? And then you got some people who can leave a room and it's like, dang, where my boy at? Where my girl at? It's because you bring that light to the room, right? It's because you bring that light to the room. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I am light. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I am light. Realize what I'm saying, y'all. You shift the mood of any room, okay? That's a clear indication, y'all. All right? Understand something. Your presence makes them uncomfortable. And before I move on to number 3, let me say this, y'all. People notice whenever you change the mood of any room, and that's going to also make a person, uncomfortable. Like, hey, why he always get their attention? Why y'all acting like that when he come around? Or why y'all acting like that whenever she come around? Like, people can notice or they can tell when certain individuals get that special treatment, right? I was working at the airport, y'all, and one of my managers said, man, you got the Suge Knight type of personality. I said, what you mean? You just make people want to do stuff for you. And I'm one of the nicest guys that y'all can ever, meet. But like, whenever I walk into a room or if I walk into a job or wherever I walk into, I ain't really gonna come around like I'm playing. Like, the only way you would know that Reno is Reno, or the only way you would know Reno is a good person is if you actually talk to me. But on the outside, most people probably think that I think I'm better than other people, or people may think that, oh, he mean. Like, they may think that, but when you talk to me, you'll realize that I'm the total opposite, right? We could laugh all day and joke all day, but the respect has to be there first. What are you saying right now, Reno? Well, getting back to what the manager has said, Reno, you got that Suge Knight effect where people just want to do stuff for you just to do it. Well, that means that the energy that I carry, the power that I possess, people almost feel obligated to do something for me. Not because I'm using manipulation tactics, not because I'm asking people to do anything. It's simply because I can shift the mood of any room. And when a person notices that, they notice the thing that you carry, they notice the special power that you possess that causes people to acknowledge it. Right? And so, I ain't wearing that as a badge of honor. I'm like Suge Knight. I'm not wearing that as a badge of honor. What I'm simply saying, y'all, is that it's noticeable. People can notice it, right? Like, people will notice it, okay? And so, with that being said, y'all, understand something. You can shift the mood of any room. People will notice it, all right? Moving on to the next one, y'all. Number 3, your spirit will expose the fake, okay? Let me say it once again, y'all. Louder for my chosen ones in the back. Your spirit will expose the fake. Okay? See, when you have that type of spirit to where, is a discerning spirit, right? For my ladies, you have intuition. When certain people are around you, you can just feel if they right. You can feel if they wrong. You can feel if this is the person that you should be around or even be with. Like, you can just feel it. And see, when you have that type of spirit, y'all, you're going to expose the fake. So those who appear to be real, whenever you walk into the room, oh, they got no choice but to expose themselves, or they're going to be in the position to where now they got to act like there's something that they're not. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? They got to act like there's something that they're not. See, your spirit will expose the fake. Again, your real will expose the fake, right? The light will expose the darkness. It's no way around it. All right, so moving on to the next one, y'all. Realize something. Your presence makes them uncomfortable, okay? So number 4, they can't fully be themselves, right? They can't fully be themselves. Like, I need y'all to realize and understand something, y'all. When it comes to a person trying to betray something that they're not, they're doing it for a specific reason. Okay, when a person is trying to portray themselves as something that they're not, they're doing it for a specific reason. Maybe it has benefited them in the past, the present, or will in the future, but they're doing it for a specific reason. Maybe it's a reward, an award, right? For money, whatever the case is, love, whatever the case is. But when a person is trying to portray themselves to be something that they're not, they're doing it for a specific reason. They're doing it for a specific reason. And so understand this, y'all, whenever you walk in the room, they're going to get uncomfortable because they can't be themselves. Oh, yeah, y'all. It's not to say you all high and mighty and you better than this person, you better than that person, right? No, it's not about that. It's the fact that you carry yourself with standards and principles. You carry yourself with morals. You carry yourself with standards. That's how you carry yourself, okay? And so they know they got to keep this persona as long as you are around. They gotta act this particular way as long as you are around, because we don't want to upset them. We don't want to upset them. Like, we don't want to make them mad, right? But see, again, y'all, what's done in the dark will come to the light. And so there's no way around it. It's going to show. It's going to be exposed. Once again, y'all, your presence makes them uncomfortable because they can't fully be themselves. They can't fully be themselves. So understand that, y'all. Moving on to the next one, y'all, which is the last one, and that's going to be number 5, okay? The Spirit of God is within you. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, the Spirit of God is within you. Somebody drop in the comments and say the Spirit of God, okay? Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say the Spirit of God. See, when you have that Spirit of God in you, y'all, once again, you have the spirit of discernment, okay? You have knowledge and wisdom that you have sought for, and he has given it to you. You just have that aura, and you have that anointing on your body and throughout your soul. That's what you have. Okay, you have that anointing. Somebody drop in the comments and say anointing. You have that anointing, and you have that discernment within inside you, right? You have to understand, y'all. See, the thing is, God is so powerful that if we see him, we would die, literally. That's how powerful God is, y'all. If we see him, we will literally die. Okay, Rena, what are you saying right now? So if he made us in his image, and if he made us in his likeness, and if we have some of his characteristics and traits, we have some of that same energy and power, right? The only difference is it's in human form. And see, I need you to realize something, y'all. The fact that it's in human form doesn't mean that you doesn't have it. Doesn't mean that it's not power. It's just humanly power. Understand something, y'all. Discernment is power. Knowledge and wisdom is power. Okay? This is real power. And those who have and possess the Spirit of God, they're going to have that anointing on their life. And they're going to be able to expose those who are not real. They will have the ability to expose those who don't have the Spirit of God. And those who are walking with evil, walking with the devil, walking with the unrighteous, walking with anybody who's doing anything other than what God said. Realize what I'm saying, y'all. You have the Spirit of God within you. And you can tell who don't have the Spirit, because whenever you are speaking about God, they get disgruntled. They get mad. Whenever you are, doing the things that God has told you to do, they get mad. It's like they want to do the opposite. They want to do the opposite of what God, set out for us to do. So realize what I'm saying, y'all. You have the Spirit of God within you, okay? And that's true power, all right? That's true power. And so with that being said, y'all, we're going to go ahead and conclude this video. Once again, y'all, your presence makes them uncomfortable, okay? And so 5 indicators of that, y'all, it's going to be this. Number 1, your presence demands respect. Number 2, you can shift the mood of any room. Number 3, your spirit exposes the fake. Number 4, they can't fully be themselves. And number 5, the Spirit of God is within you. All right. And so with that being said, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and share this video. Y'all like it up. Y'all know what y'all do. Okay. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.